What's up, guys? Making a quick video. Lots of people have requested that I start making videos again, so I'm going to do my best to get some content out. This isn't going to have the production quality of the other videos that I've been making, but I just want to throw something out there real quick because I found this draft really interesting. We've got Fnatic against Mad Lions. This was literally just played recently, and what the main thing that I want to go over is the Renekton pick from Mad Lions. I really don't like Renekton in a lot of the places where he's picked, and I think there's often champions, specifically in top lane, that can completely crush the enemy draft, but that aren't utilized. And these champions often aren't massively hard to play. Okay, so if we jump right into it, Fnatic have banned the Draven and the Lucian, and they're going for the Kalista first pick, right? They banned the Draven because they think it's a really hard matchup for the Kalista to play. But one thing that I think is really underrated is the Ashe matchup into Kalista. It's really hard for her to play as well. And then there's also the Aphelios matchup, which is really hard for her, and that's what Mad Lions end up going. I think the Ashe is a bit better here. I think it really shuts down this Kalista even more. But Aphelios, basically the reason Ashe and Aphelios are good into her is that they outrange her very heavily. And then the passive slow they have on Aphelios' purple gun and on Ashe's everything they really reduce Kallista's not only mobility but damage output, because if she's trying to jump and move, then her dash speed is based on her movement speed, right? And when she's slowed, the dash takes longer, which means it takes longer for her to be able to get off her next attack. So it effectively slows her attack speed. She's the only champion in the game that suffers from this. And then the Renata pick as well, really good in the lane. So Fnatic then go into this Sejuani Sylas. I don't know why I said Aphelios, but they go into Sejuani Sylas, right? And the theme of Fnatic is immediately obvious. It's a dive comp. It's hard red, if you're familiar with the Magic the Gathering drafting terms. And they are clearly going to be the beatdown. They have to get onto this Mad Lions comp, right? They need to get on top of this Aphelios and Renata and kill them. Otherwise, the Aphelios and Renata, with their superior range and zone control with Aphelios turrets and disengage with hostile takeover and things like that, they're going to be really hard to beat, right? So I think what Mad Lions can do on R3 here is slam Xin Zhao, because all they have to do is draft against this theme that we're already seeing, right? I think Xin is one of the two premier disengaged junglers in the game. I really like Xin, and I really like Poppy. Poppy's banned by Mad Lions. It's a very high priority pick at the minute, and they're red side, so I think that's fine. But as red side, this is why I think red side has an advantage in draft. We've already seen they answered the first pick with their R1, R2. Perfect. And now they could slam the Xin to answer the theme that we see out of the first three champions. I think answering is so insane. And then this fourth pick that they're going to do, they can also answer this theme, because the theme's already apparent, right? And what Mad Lions end up doing this game, if you haven't seen it, is they end up playing Cassiopeia mid. I think R4 is the perfect time to play the Cassio. It's really good at buying space. The grounding is really good into Sylas and Kalista, and also into Sejuani in some ways. It wants to kite back like Aphelios and Renata do, and also Xin if they've picked that. So I think the Cassio would be really good to pick here. But what they actually end up picking is the Renekton, the primary topic of this video, right? Now, why would they pick Renekton? One, Armor's comfortable on it. I think that's a big thing for Mad Lions, is like, what is Armor actually comfortable on? And two, they think that Fnatic want the Renekton here, which they do. Like, for Fnatic, Renekton is actually quite a good pick. It fits their theme, and they have to win early anyway. Like, they have to get the ball rolling and win. So, may as well commit to that. So I think the Renekton, they're kind of picking it away from Fnatic, but if we assume that Fnatic have Renekton here, right? Because, let's say they would pick Renekton, or if Fnatic go, well, if we pick Renekton, Mad are just going to pick Ornn, right? So we'll pick the Ornn, and Mad have the Cassio. And then they go for the Braum. Now, this is a very synergistic comp from Fnatic. It's the same theme that we saw in the first place. It's dive on them, go in, like, we are the beatdown, we're going to engage on you, we're going to kill you, and then we're going to take the objective. We're going to look for fights, right? What Mad can do with the Cassio on R4, they then have R5 to counterpick top lane. Now, there is a champion that demolishes the top lane matchup into Ornn, loves playing against 4 melee with a low range AD carry, and loves when champions have to run into him because it negates his biggest weakness, and that is Darius. Darius in this angle is insane because he has 5 champions that are low range and have to run at him. And Darius's biggest weakness is getting onto people. So if you slam Darius here as mad and you end up with Darius, Xin, then Cassio, Aphelios, Renata, it is so unplayable for Fnatic unless they turbo snowball. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. I think that generally whenever Renekton is picked, there's a better option, and teams should explore these options with things like Darius, with things I mean, there's plenty of champions that you can get on R5. I think Kled is underplayed in a lot of comps, especially alongside Swain. Swain's been being played a lot, and Kled Swain is turbo good. But yeah, I just wish teams would stop defaulting to Renekton and actually thinking what is good for us here, because Darius isn't massively hard to pilot, especially against this comp. It almost plays itself. So yeah, that's about it, and hopefully get back into making more videos, and yeah, thanks for watching.